Kawana, who was appointed by the President to act as Minister of Fisheries and Marine Resources, promised greater transparency in the granting of fishing rights and quotas, considering recent events. The ministry had initially intended to task auditing firms with a screening process, but considered the $39 million charged by the firms for the task as prohibitive. The task was eventually given to the University of Namibia at a cost of $2.8 million, considering its reputation as an educational institution already granting reputable qualifications.
UNAM was given strict measures to ensure, first and foremost, to consider the fishing rights of those companies which have since expired, who have factories, who have acquired vessels, who are employing a number of Namibian citizens. Secondly, to consider first-timers, meaning those Namibian citizens who applied for fishing rights for the first time.
He said UNAM has promised to complete the process by January next year, after which it will have to go through other transparency processes.
In the future, particularly following what happened, we want to enhance even more in terms of transparency, because now there's no time, as you can appreciate, that the Marine Resources Act will have to be amended so that before these rights are granted, before the fish quotas are granted, there must be even a gazette to inform members of the public, our nation, to say, these are the applicants. We are proposing to grant fishing rights to these ones because they qualify for ABC reasons. These others, they do not qualify for ABC reasons. So please, revert back to us with your recommendations as members of the public.
Members of the public, Kawana said, will have the right to object during the application phase and the final granting of fishing quotas, as these would be published in the Government Gazette. According to him, this is the fairest way of dealing with a resource. Dr. Kawana has also been mandated by Cabinet to look into the plight of those workers who had been retrenched and lost their jobs through strikes. Here, he said he would have to work closely with the Ministry of Labour, trade unions and fishing companies to see how these workers can be absorbed.
Definitely, we will try our utmost best to make sure that these very unfortunate citizens of our country, of our nation, they have a bread on their table, and they will work with necessary speed to make sure that they get employment.
In his introductory remark at the Cabinet briefing, the Minister of Information and Communication Technology emphasized the importance of maintaining employment and stability in the fishing sector. Stanley Samata said this is the reason why existing fishing quota holders have been accorded to catch 1/3 of the total allowable catch of different fish species to ensure their factories continue to run.